Thank you for choosing Expedited passports and visas for your passport needs.
Applying for a passport renewal with our company can be done in 3 simple steps. 1. Gathering the correct documents for your passport renewal. 2. Review and upload your documents for a quality control check. 3. Shipping your documents out for expediting.
You will have a total of 6 documents to gather in order to expedite your passport renewal application. You want to keep in mind that the Department of State will keep a close eye on your documents for accuracy. So gathering the proper documentation and making sure it's filled out correctly is imperative in order to avoid delays with the passport agency or an agency suspension on your application.
The documentation needed for your renewal will be listed below. DS82 Passport Renewal Application. This is the application to apply for a passport renewal. In your email we have provided a link to the Department of State's website where you can have the application completed online and printed right from home.
Your DS82 application must be completed through the Department of State's website. Handwritten applications or applications with handwritten corrections or alterations will not be accepted for this process. The only handwritten marks permitted on your application is the applicant's true original signature as well as the date signed. Your application must be signed with a blue or blacking pen. Please note, the applicant's legal signature is required. No electronic signatures are permitted.
Most recent passport book/card. You must provide your most recent passport book as a part of the renewal process.
You must be able to provide your most recent passport book or card in order to process a renewal. The provided passport must be an ordinary United States issued passport. Our company does not renew official, diplomatic, or foreign passports. If your passport is no longer in your possession, or if you had both the passport book and card but lost either of them, you will not be eligible for the renewal process and must instead apply for a lost or stolen passport. However, your old passport will be returned to you, so if you have any valid visas or just want to keep your old passport for memory's sake, then there is no need to worry. A passport that has been expired for a period of longer than 5 years from the date of expiration cannot be renewed. You will need to apply for a brand new passport, however, your old passport can be used as proof of citizenship. Child passports cannot be renewed. Because child passports are of limited validity, they are not eligible for the renewal process. Any parents looking to update their children's passports, or any adults whose most recent passport was a child passport, will not be eligible for this process and must instead apply for a brand new passport. Temporary passports cannot be renewed. Because of their limited validity, temporary or short-term passports are not eligible for the renewal process. You will need to apply for a brand new passport. Passports that have been heavily damaged cannot be renewed. If the pages are too damaged or the information page on your most recent passport book/card has been damaged, you will not be eligible for this process. You will need to apply as a damaged passport.
Passport photos. You will need to take brand new professional passport photos to be updates with your passport. These photos can be taken professionally at any CVS, Walgreens, or post office.
Having the correct passport photos taken is simple, but you'll want to avoid these simple mistakes. You may not wear any hats, glasses, or uniforms for your passport photo. You will need to have a regular shirt on to avoid the passport agency rejecting your photos. Be sure not to wear a white shirt as it may blend in with the background of the photo. Your passport photos must be 2 by 2 with a white background. You cannot take your own passport photos. Any old photos or photos taken by yourself will be rejected by the Department of State and they will request you provide new ones.
A copy of your valid driver's license or state ID. A photocopy of your driver's license or state ID will be required in order to renew your passport. The photocopy does not need to be in color, however the photocopies must be legible. Government fee. The government fee for an adult passport is given. This fee can be paid via cashier's check or money order to U.S. Department of State.
Personal checks are not accepted for this process. Any payment other than a cashier's check or money order will be rejected by the passport agency and they will request a new form of payment. Your payment must be made out to the U.S. Department of State. You may abbreviate U.S., but Department of State must be fully written out.
Your letter of authorization. The letter of authorization is what gives our company permission to submit your documents on your behalf into the passport agency. This form can be found as an attachment in the email we have provided you. Please fill this form out in a blue or black ink pen.
We cannot procession your application without your letter of authorization. If this form is not provided along with your application, your documents will be sent back to you. The letter of authorization must be fully completed with a blue or black ink pen. It cannot be typed or electronically signed and must have a true original signature from the application. Your letter of authorization must be written out neatly and clearly. Any alterations on this form will result in either your application being rejected by the passport agency, or an agency suspense and a new letter will be requested.
Review and upload your documents for a quality control check. Once all of your documents have been completed, you will want to review them for any mistakes so that your documents can be corrected prior to shipping. You will have a total of 6 items once your documents have been correctly completed. Number 1, DS82 Passport Renewal Application. Number 2, Most Recent Passport Book/Card. Number 3, New Passport Photos. Number 4, Photocopy of your driver's license or state ID. Number 5, Cashier's check or money order for the government fee. And number 6, Letter of Authorization from our company.
Shipping your documents for processing with the passport agency. Once your quality control check is complete, you will be shipping the required documents out via UPS Priority overnight with the shipping label we have provided you as an attachment in your email. Once your documents have arrived and been submitted into the passport agency, the countdown begins. This will be your first day of a 20 business day processing service. Upon completion, your passport will be shipped directly back to you from the passport agency.
Application processing is done through business days. So weekends and federal holidays do not count towards the 20-day processing service. So you can typically expect your passport to be back in your hands no later than 4 weeks from the time you ship your documents out for processing. Your processing time does not begin until your documents have been shipped out for submission with the passport agency. So the longer you take to complete and ship your documents, the longer it will take for your passport to come back. Any incorrect documentation will be rejected by the passport agency. This will result in your documents being shipped back to you and will need to be corrected in order for your documents to be submitted into the passport agency. Our company will not be responsible for any delays or shipping costs incurred due to incorrect documentation. But as long as all of your paperwork is correctly filled out, our service times are very accurate. Thank you for choosing Expedited Passports and Visas for your passport needs. We truly appreciate your business, and we look forward to serving you.